I got a pack, hit him and do it again. I'm fucking a friend. I got bands, money, I'm flying to friends. Jugging till a nigga land. You gotta.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back.
Episode 3. So there have been few rookies that have been hyped as Zion, right? And since about 2003,
yeah.
I'd say Anthony Davis and LeBron. I mean, it's the preseason, but it's still like against NBA caliber players, NBA players.
Yeah,
NBA
it's the
players.
biggest potential the NBA has seen as a rookie.
Since LeBron, easily. Like he plays such a physical, bruising type of game.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's gonna like wear down on his body because he just got the injury. He's out 2 weeks. But speaking of Zion, the only thing that hasn't went his way during his career is not winning the chip at Duke. But luckily for Duke, they reload with three 5-stars and Cassius Stanley, which is basically a 5-star. But you think they'll get revenge and win the ACC this year?
I do not think they will.
Who do you have?
Go Cards for me. Cards all the way.
Yeah, the ACC is once again the best conference by far.
Yeah.
Very top heavy. 4 teams can win the league, but Louisville is definitely the deepest team.
I disagree with that, but I do have Duke.
You have Duke winning?
Yeah, I think Trey Jones is going to be a big part of that.
Duke's the most talented.
Trey Jones
is going to be a good college point guard.
Yes,
he is.
He has some experience from him now. If he gets his shot working, Duke's going to be a big problem.
North Carolina, they have a good mix of both talent and good like role players who
Yeah.
can just make plays. Cole Anthony, probably already one of the best in the ACC. Hasn't even played a
Cole
game.
Anthony's tough for sure.
I don't think Virginia has enough talent this year to keep up with other teams.
They have good coaching.
But they have good coaching, so
Yeah,
you can't count Virginia out.
Can't.
I don't know how much help Cole Anthony's going to get from his teammates. Louisville and Duke, they play each other one time during the regular season, and I wouldn't be surprised if both teams finish like 16-2, 15-3. So whoever wins that game is probably going to end up winning
higher
it.
seed.
Louisville plays North Carolina twice and Virginia twice,
Yeah,
right?
we play Virginia twice every year. How about the Big Ten?
Big Ten, really to speak, Michigan State.
Yeah.
Really.
Big Ten's gonna have another like great season. They're probably the most deep conference that like can get as many. They can probably get like 9-10 teams in there.
I like Michigan State too.
Yeah, Michigan
but
State
also
is
Michigan.
the best team.
Not this year, but I think in the coming years with Juwan Howard.
They just got Isaiah Todd.
And he said the reason he went there is because Juwan Howard has he's played in the NBA. He knows how to.
Yeah. Juwan Howard's going to be like a big impact.
So I feel like Michigan in the future years are going to get some big recruits.
Yeah, but the best team by like pretty wide margins, Michigan State.
Yeah.
They return Cassius Winston, then Josh Langford, Aaron Henry, and Xavier Tillman. Yeah, Maryland, Ohio State are going to be the 2 teams, like dark horses.
Joshua Langford's good too. He was hurt.
Yeah.
He got hurt for freshman.
I even think Illinois can make some noise. But right now, Michigan State's high to lose. Like, I don't see them losing. Big 12?
Out of Kansas.
Kansas or Texas Tech for me.
Yeah, Kansas is looking to win their 15th Big 12 championship in 16 years.
Kansas always has like a good team, but they never do anything
In the tournament, yeah. But 2 of the conference's best players return for Kansas, Udoka Azubuike, Devon Dotson.
Yeah.
They also bring in that sharpshooter from Iowa, Isaiah Moss. He's tough. It's going to come down to Kansas and Texas Tech, and I think Kansas is going to prove that it's their conference again, and they'll win. SEC?
Kentucky.
Yeah.
SEC is tough for me. I feel like I'd say Kentucky is probably the leader, but you also have Florida.
It's going to be between Florida and the Pac-12, probably the most boring conference.
I have Arizona.
You have Arizona?
Yeah.
There were so many teams. I had Oregon, but there's so many.
Yeah.
I think that's up for grabs.
Arizona, Nico Mannion, Josh Green. I want to see them do good.
That's going to be the best backcourt, one of the best backcourts in college. But you have USC, Oregon, Washington, Arizona can all win it. But the USC, they always have so much talent and never do anything. Their best
Kevin
players.
Porter last year.
Yeah, Kevin Porter Jr. You know what team he's on?
Cleveland.
He's on Cleveland?
Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kevin Porter.
Yeah. Gone from California to
Los Angeles to Cleveland.
Yeah.
The problem with USC though, their 3 best players are 6'9" or taller, so shooting and spacing is going to be the major problem for them.
It's not like they're going to do anything anyway.
Yeah, they have so much. They actually had like a number 8 recruiting class or something, but they always have talent and never do anything.
Yeah.
Washington got Jaden McDaniels and Isaiah Stewart.
And Quade Green.
Oh yeah, and Quade Green comes in now. So, but Arizona brings back them too. Nico Mannion and Josh Green. So Kenny, you know what time it is. Hot seat. Let's go.
Let's get to it. So Kenny, who's the best basketball college program of all time?
There was 4 for me that I had to dissect, and or 3. It was Kentucky, Duke, and North Carolina. I'm gonna have to give it to Kentucky though. Numbers don't lie. They have 8 national championships.
Second most of all time.
Duke has 4.
5.
Five.
Kentucky has 15 Final Four appearances, so does Duke. But I just think championships matter.
Me, I totally agree with Kenny on that one. It was between Duke, Kentucky, and North Carolina.
Yeah.
All right, Max. So, who do you think the best complete team in college football is as of this moment? Right
The most complete team?
Yes.
As of right now, it's got to be Ohio State. It has to be. There's no question marks around them as a whole. They have no losses, one of the best rushing attacks in the nation. Justin Fields is the top quarterback who can make plays with legs and arm. Their defense is led by Chase Young, who's probably going to be one of the top draft picks in the
Top 5.
Oh, LSU has an amazing offense, and they're probably the second most complete team. But like, their secondary is like not good at all. Like, they gave up so many passing yards to Texas.
But they beat them. And I have LSU. 2 top 10 wins.
Yes, sir,
Kenny
Carl.
Ohio State has none. Ohio State has none.
LSU has the best resume, but
as of right now, they beat the best teams. They have 2 top wins. Ohio State has played no one. The best team they played is a Michigan State team who lost, and I'm pretty sure they're not even ranked anymore.
I'm gonna teach you a little lesson, Kenny. So, complete. The definition of complete is having all the necessary or appropriate parts. Right? It's not who has the best resume. It's not the best team. It's who has the best parts and who's the most complete team. Right? LSU gave up 38 points to Vanderbilt.
But they also scored like 66 points.
Yes, but 28 points to a Florida team can't run the ball and gave up 11 more points to Texas than Oklahoma did. Meanwhile, Ohio State is giving up 9 points a game.
LSU's offense has been great against better defenses than they played better defenses. They averaged 561 total yards per game. Joey Burrow's been off the charts. 148 for 160 or 186, 2,157 yards for 25 touchdowns.
LSU has the best total offense, and Ohio State has the 4th best offense based on analytics. But when it comes to defense, the teams begin to separate. LSU total defense 30th in the nation. Ohio State's 3rd in the nation. Ohio State's the only team in the country who's top 5 in both total defense and total offense.
You got to look at who they played though. Ohio State has played Nebraska, Miami of Ohio, Indiana. Cincinnati's a good team. Michigan State's a decent team. But when you look, LSU's played Florida, number 9 now, and Texas.
Let me ask you a question. Do you have Clemson in the playoffs?
I think they will. Yeah, right now.
Who have they played?
No one.
No. Okay.
But I'm not. That doesn't mean anything.
Why didn't it mean anything?
Because Clemson's gonna. I mean, they're in a weak conference.
Okay, but you still think they're gonna make the playoffs, right?
Yes.
Okay, so at this point in the season, it doesn't matter the competition. I'm looking at, with my eyes, the most complete team I see.
I'm not saying LSU's gonna make the playoff as of right now.
I think
that's what I've seen right now.
Ohio State has the skill players, the depth, the offensive-minded coach. Ryan Day's taken over and just ran with the program. Special teams playmakers, they have everything that I look for in a team. Any chance that Eastern Conference team wins the playoffs this year?
Eastern Conference are the really 2 powerhouses is 76ers and
we all know you're high on the Bucks, yes sir.
Yeah, but when it comes down to it, I don't think the Bucks have enough talent or the 76ers to beat Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and all the rest of them, or LeBron James and Anthony Davis when it comes down to it.
I think there's 2 teams in the East that can beat any Western Conference team on a given night, and that's the Bucks and the Sixers. You look at the Bucks; they won the most games of any team last year. Giannis is the top 3 player in the world, plenty of shooters, good coach. Brook Lopez fits in perfectly with their team.
Thank you. If the Lakers come out of the West, I've learned from past experiences, 2016,
To not count on
never doubt LeBron James.
Yes.
And that's what I'm going to do. Never.
If I had to place a bet, it would be on a Western Conference team. But at the end of the day, it's the NBA, and both the Bucks and the Sixers have enough talent.
You really never know what could happen in the NBA.
Yeah.
Who would have thought the Toronto Raptors would win a championship?
Yeah, that's true. But that's like the first time that ever happened. Usually in the NBA, you can tell who's gonna win it. Or at least
this season, I don't think you can really tell.
This season right now you can't tell because there's still so
the
much.
The league
to
is
play.
so balanced right now.
Injuries, trades,
anything can happen in the season. Yeah. But I just don't see any team beating LeBron James if he makes it to the finals.
Yeah. So this is one of the most unbalanced years in terms of the conferences. Western Conference obviously has way more talent than the Eastern.
It's a real landslide for real.
Yeah.
The talent.
But also the league's most exciting teams come to the West. So who's your top 5 most exciting to watch?
My most exciting teams, I'm not saying they're going to be the best, just teams that I'm going to be looking out for personally.
Yes.
Lakers are number 1 because I'm LeBron, just want to see him win.
Yeah.
And LeBron and Anthony Davis, there's no way that can't be exciting. Lakers, Lake Show, Showtime. All right, number 2, you have to have the Clippers.
I don't have the Clippers in mind.
Really. I mean, it's just Paul George, Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers are just going to be like a beat down like team. Like,
Which is why I'm not really interested in that.
I really like the old Memphis team, like 2013, Mike Conley, Marc Gasol.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be like an even better version of that. I personally really
yeah.
like that team. They went pretty far in the playoffs for a couple years. And my number 3 team, Dallas. I really want to see
Dallas,
the European connection with Luka Doncic and
Yes, sir.
Kristaps Porzingis. Luka Doncic is just not your average second-year player.
Oh no, the Mavericks were one of the most exciting teams for me last year, and then they added Kristaps.
Yeah.
So that's just gonna make it even more. Like you said, the European duo could end up being one of the best pairs in a couple of years.
Really, yeah.
Both players can shoot. We all know Kristaps' scoring and defensive ability.
Before Kristaps got injured on New York, he was putting up MVP numbers.
He was, yeah. Meanwhile, Luka could be an MVP one day.
Really, yeah, for sure. It's a matter of time, bro. My number 4 team, I have Utah Jazz.
Yeah, the Jazz too. They're
Mike Conley,
The backcourt's
Donovan Mitchell,
insane.
Rudy Gobert. No one is scoring on that team.
I think it'll be a better backcourt than Westbrook and Harden.
And the thing,
I completely agree, Kenny.
I don't know about all that, but the thing I'm looking for this year on the Jazz team is last year defenses were solely focused on Donovan Mitchell. They all game planned towards him.
And now they have Mike
And
Conley.
the Rockets league said they're not even going to play James Harden and Westbrook together in like clutch moment, or unless it's like a clutch moment.
The Rockets are capping on that one. Yeah, you are. If you
which
don't
is kind
consider-
of crazy.
But yeah, now the Jazz add Mike Conley, Bojan Bogdanovic.
Bogdan Bogdanovic, like he's a real good player.
And they both can help Mitchell put the ball in the basket, so now defenses aren't solely focused on Donovan Mitchell.
I personally
Great defense
love.
there, too.
Yeah, I personally love Joe Ingles. One of my
Yes.
favorites.
Joe
players.
Ingles might be the most
Joe
entertaining
Ingles
player to watch.
really
Yeah.
shoot it
Like his shot just so satisfying.
Yeah,
Like,
it is.
that team is really perfect. They have a perfect balance of offense and defense.
Joe Ingles just reminds me of Kenny. Like, you cannot hate him. If you hate Joe Ingles, you have
and he has a
problem.
strap.
He has a
I
strap.
feel like a Jazz is just a good city to play. I feel like.
Yeah,
It
Utah-
really is.
good old Utah.
Salt Lake City.
Salt
Who
Lake
would
City,
not
Utah.
want to play
I
there?
mean, come on.
And my number 5 team, I have the Denver Nuggets. I
Okay.
think Michael Porter Jr. makes all the difference this year. And last year, Jamal Murray's going to be in his bag this
Jamal
year.
Murray is-
Mhm.
Nikola Jokic. We'll see if Gary Harris can have an improved season because
I'm
he
just
didn't
really
really
how
show.
stacked-
They're saying Michael Porter Jr. is the best shooter on that team.
Dude, yeah.
And
I
I don't
believe him.
even put the Suns in there. Just the Suns and
Devin
Devin
Booker,
Booker down
yeah.
there.
They
I
have
feel
so
like
much
they can make
youth.
some noise.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mikal Bridges, people forget about him.
Building,
He's a
great
yeah.
build.
So the two teams I have that you don't have are the Pelicans, because Zion,
I
Lonzo
just feel like,
connection.
yeah.
They're not going to make the playoffs, but they'll be floating around that conversation
Yeah,
long enough.
It's the same with Dallas.
But Zion, yeah, he's going to consistently make highlights, blow my mind. Lonzo will get some flashy passes in there. JJ Redick got the strap. Drew Holiday, little nice
The
point guard.
Pelicans is really like a Duke team. It's
yeah,
really-
and Brandon Ingram needs to show
Yeah,
something this year.
we forget Brandon Ingram's even on that team.
We forget that he was the number 2 pick in the draft.
Yeah,
he
but-
needs to like really improve
Yeah,
sometime.
Yeah, the Pelicans are one of the youngest, most exciting teams to watch in the NBA.
For sure, yeah.
And then also I have the Rockets, which I was surprised you don't, because you're a Russell Westbrook stan.
I went to
I
the
love
most.
Russell.
You say what?
I went to their like the most anticipated team. I just want to see how like.
Yeah, I just want to see how they do.
how it works
I just
out.
want to see them be a positive team.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for like the one day that James Harden or Russell Westbrook snaps on each other like on live TV.
Team chemistry is going to be a question there.
That is going to be a question.
I mean, they did play together in OKC.
But for me, it doesn't even matter if they mesh well. Like, I'm just excited to. James Harden's the most innovative player in the NBA right now.
Really,
Russell
yeah.
Westbrook, the most explosive. They're
Yeah.
both two of the most offensive-minded guards in NBA history on the same team. Now they
Most
all.
likely to get a quadruple double.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Rockets have a history of just yakking up threes, and I don't know if that's going to play towards Russell Westbrook.
Yeah,
but that's so
Russell Westbrook
entertaining.
can't really shoot that well.
Yeah, but Clint Capella is going to clean up all their misses, explosive
He's
dunks.
just another Steven Adams. for
And
Russell.
I know as a Jazz fan, I hate PJ Tucker's little corner threes because he does not miss. Like, he does not miss a corner
He
three.
has an amazing shoe game.
Just, yeah, he does have
He
an amazing
does.
shoe game. But other than that, like, what's popping on sports? What is pop?
For real, you know what
terrible
I've seen?
officiating in the NFL.
Yes. you did
Lions
want to get
Packers
that.
game. Now I was watching that live.
I did see
There
that.
was 2 calls on a legal hands to the face when you can clearly say it was around the shoulder pad.
I know that pass interference new
And-
rule is like totally messing with official minds.
Yeah, and it caused lines of game.
I saw something interesting.
What's up?
I was just looking up little basketball as I do on a daily basis. ACC did a poll where they asked 29
Yeah, I saw
ACC
that.
players. You saw that around surrounding like the ACC as a conference.
Yeah.
So 21 out of 29 players said Louisville has the nicest arena in the ACC.
I mean, you don't really need you just need to be their first person.
Yeah,
really.
which is why I don't get why recruits aren't coming. Like,
Who would not want to play in the
The
KFC Young
It's,
Center?
probably it's the best.
It's the
arena
best
in the country.
yeah.
Yeah, easily. And the 4 other schools, Syracuse, North Carolina, Virginia, and NC State also received votes. But then also,
NC State, I like there.
yeah, NC State's cool. Syracuse has the biggest sport in the.
I can
country.
easily understand that. Yeah.
But then players were asked which player would you most want on your team, and Jordan Wara got most votes of any player. So that's kind of
Great
shows a
teammate.
lot.
Great teammate.
Yeah, that showed a lot. Also,
Speaking of Louisville basketball, wishing a speedy recovery for Quinn.
Quinn, you are easily one of the fan favorites.
Yeah.
Love
Sorry,
you,
I think
Quinn.
he's fine. He's back. He said he's ready to ball.
Yeah.
Yes, let's go.
We need you back, Quinn. So Jalen Ramsey got traded to the Rams. How does this impact their
I
season?
think this pick was, or this trade benefited the Jaguars a lot more, in my opinion. I think Jalen Ramsey brings a lot of drama with him. We'll see how him and Chami Bay work out, but you can't turn down 2 first-round
Yeah,
draft
the
picks.
Rams gave up 2 first-round draft
The
picks.
Jaguars getting 2 first-round draft
Which in the
picks.
NFL, that's he's first in the NFL in allowed passing yards per play. He's also allowing a 56% passer rating, which is like incredible. The trade's going to allow for the Rams to play more man-to-man coverage, which fits for them and Jalen Ramsey better.
You pair a dog like Jalen Ramsey with a beast like Aaron Donald, you're gonna have a monster defense.
And also, Marcus Peters went to the Ravens.
Yeah, the Rams. Oh yeah, I saw that.
That's big.
The Rams had a superstar, but what they lack is depth. So that's why I don't think it's going to be a big deal that he got traded there because
The NFL is just so unpredictable. Like, who would have thought the 49ers would be this guy?
Yeah.
That's true.
the only way you trade away 2 first-round picks is if you think
it's that.
if you think that player is going to make a big impact, and if you're going for it now.
I don't think a cornerback is that position that will really make that much of an impact.
You see, I think it could, but what the Rams lack is offensive line depth. Todd Gurley's hurt right now. They have Aqib Talib, Todd Gurley, and Clay Matthews are all hurt right now. They lack linebacker depth and offensive line depth, and a cornerback's not going to solve any of that. So I don't see what the point of that was.
I don't think they're a Super Bowl team. I don't think there's too many.
Too
many good teams in NFC.
Yeah, their offense is struggling right now. So, and they have a 22nd ranked rushing attack. So
I don't really think
Eagles
there's any
has
competition for the Patriots for real.
It always works out good for them somehow.
Yeah.
I saw this list of like the best defensive players in the NFL, and like all the positions there was always a Patriots player. So the Gilmore.
Yeah, it's not even like they're just good in that system. Like they don't even have to be good players before or after. They're just good in that system.
Bill Belichick.
Yeah. But yeah, the Rams have teams like the Seahawks and the 49ers in the division.
I saw Russell Wilson has like the best odds to winning MVP.
Oh yeah,
season.
right now, yeah. So John Harbaugh must have listened to my little spiel last time because he actually let Lamar like unleash his abilities in the first quarter, right?
They did. They like probably kicked the field goal. They didn't go for 2-point conversions.
Yep. He let Lamar get the running game going, which opened up the 39-yard play to Mark Andrews at the end of the first quarter. So yeah, I mean, if you get Lamar going at first, he's not going to stop, especially against those bad defenses.
That momentum.
Yeah,
momentum player.
The only defenses that can stop him are the defenses that literally game plan their whole week around just stopping Lamar Jackson, which is going to open up so many more like other players like Willie Snead, Mark Ingram.
And the Ravens rushing attack. I mean, they obviously have Lamar, Mark Ingram, Justice Hill.
Yeah.
I mean, they have so many. Gus Edwards. They have so many big running backs.
Players So I saw something last week that really confused me. Right?
Yeah.
Why aren't the Redskins starting Dwayne Haskins? What are they getting out of starting Case Keenum?
Well,
are they trying to?
When they did start Dwayne Haskins, I'm pretty sure he had like 3 picks. So
But that's the thing. Their season's done. They might as well go ahead and play for the future with their first round quarterback.
Just like what the Ravens did with Lamar.
Right.
But their season wasn't done.
Yeah, the best way for Dwayne Haskins to improve is in-game reps.
You're not going to get better. We're just running against the same practice squad over and over again.
Like
you have to practice in the game.
Like you guys are trash. Like what are you doing? That's 2 weeks in a row we called you out. Jay Gruden firing Jay Gruden. What are y'all doing? Really? What are y'all doing?
They had nothing going for him.
Nothing at all going for him.
Washington Redskins.
Like come on, guys. Come on. Just start your rookie quarterback. Why are you starting Case Keenum? He's
What's
not
the point
doing
in drafting if you're not going to play?
Especially a first round pick. You can't waste that. But Deshaun Watson outdueled Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes did get injured though.
No, he got injured last game. I'm talking about the game before.
Okay.
They played Thursday night.
Deshaun Watson can read the defense like no other quarterback.
Oh yeah. But the Chiefs lost off mental mistakes. They had 11 penalties in the game, and bad defense all around. Which is the Chiefs' offense good enough to carry that bad defense?
Yeah, the defense is a big question mark on that team.
Yeah, and they're in the same conference as the Texans.
Yeah, so I do think their offense can. I mean, Tyreek Hill, Patrick Mahomes, the defense back on the dude.
They would have to face the Patriots though, and the Ravens are in that conference too.
Patriots are just tough.
Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna pass the Patriots.
Talk about a dynasty.
There's no stopping New England.
That's the definition of a dynasty.
How old is Tom Brady? Like 41?
40? Yeah.
and he just signed like a 2-year extension with
Yeah,
like
It can't be
$70
that
million.
forever. It'll eventually come in.
Eventually, but it's the Patriots. They'll get the next little Tom Brady coming up here.
You can honestly like go out like Peyton Manning.
Yeah. He has 6 rings. That's
For an NFL player, that's really good.
and the thing I loved about him, he was like when he won that 6th ring, he posted on Instagram. The caption was like, "I can't wait for the 7th" or something like that. I was like, love you, Tom
Brady.
Gotta love him. So the game of the week last week, in my opinion, was Cowboys at Jets. I don't know if you saw that.
I picked that game, and Cowboys literally, probably the biggest shock I've ever seen.
Dude.
How bad they played. They've dropped 3 games in a row.
They got off to such a hot start. Everyone was talking about Dak.
I think Jason Garrett needs to be fired.
Yeah, that. But let's shift to this. Sam Darnold is going to be good in this league.
Yeah.
Like, he could be great. The Jets are 2 totally different teams when he plays. With Sam Darnold, the record was 4-10, which isn't. It's nothing to brag about, but
It's nothing close to brag about.
But when you're a rookie quarterback with the New York Jets, I will take that.
Picking up 4 wins.
I will take that. All right.
1-0, and he just got back from on out. Where's the Cowboys?
So their points per game with him is 21.7, and without him is 11.3. How do you average 11 points in an NFL game?
Yeah, that doesn't really make sense.
You have NFL players around you, and their touchdown to interception ratio without him is 1 touchdown, 7 interceptions.
That's so bad.
1 touchdown and 7 interceptions, right? With them, it's 18 touchdowns and 16 interceptions. I mean, you know, but like 16 interceptions is bad. He's a rookie quarterback, but 18
Also,
touchdowns.
1 touchdown.
Yeah, I want to talk about Louisville versus Clemson. Is there any chance at all Louisville could beat Clemson?
I'll probably say a 2% chance.
I also heard that Kenny will shave his head if
I will.
Louisville won.
If Louisville wins, dude, I will shave him.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you so much for the support in the last episode.
we
Really appreciate it.
We couldn't be more happy with the feedback we've gotten from everyone. Just thank y'all for making this possible, right? And remember, Young Thug is easily the greatest artist of all time.
Travis
okay?
Scott.
Okay, stop. Talk that.